This aircraft took off about 11 a.m., and so we're already 2 hours into it. It's traveled a good deal distance. It was in Fort Collins.
It was in southwest side of Fort Collins.
So
and here we are, we're talking about...
northeast of Hudson.
Yeah, we're about Hudson by now. So the wind has carried it. Now, as it goes farther south, the winds aloft are lighter, so it should slow down. And as Greg was just mentioning, we have it highlighted, the general area where we believe the balloon to be at this time, out near Hudson and Keansburg, north and east of DIA. You can see DIA is right there. It's in the L of location, the word location that we have there. So we're north and east of Loch Buoy, out near Keansburg. And we have no reason to believe that the balloon's going to move any other direction other than to the south and east, which would take it out of Weld County and then over into extreme eastern sections of Adams County, which again is a lot of rural areas. And my estimation is, based on what I saw upper air this morning, that it would in fact start to slow down the farther to the south that it goes and the farther to the east that it goes. But that's still 15 miles an hour. And Kim, you just pointed out, we're 2 hours in. Well, if we have another 8 hours to go,
and a
6-year-old child, you're talking about potentially another 90 to 100 miles.
And the temperature and the altitude. And
yes, and so there's a lot to consider. Be very interested to see if the National Guard decides to do anything, or if they're just going to go up and monitor. Greg, as Greg said, Greg, you'll tell us they don't have one in the manual for this.
No, they don't. It's going to be, seat of the pants, trying to figure out what would be the best and safest option. Do we know, Marty, based on what you've looked at as far as the forecast, if the cloud deck remains, I think you were saying that it's 35 or 4,000 feet AGL?
Yes, above ground level. Yes.
And so, do those clouds remain that high all the way out to the eastern plains, or does it look like the weather gets better or worse the further you go?
As he goes to the south and east, the cloud deck might actually get a little bit lower, but I'm talking about probably east of Lyman later in the day. My anticipation is that he being the child in the aircraft there, he should be able to stay below the clouds. Given the weather situation that we have today, I feel pretty confident that he should be able to stay below cloud level as we go through the day today. And even if you were to get, one of a nice little scenario would be to actually get under a little rain shower. We may actually see 1 or 2 rain showers on the extreme eastern plains again this afternoon, as we did this morning. You get into the rain shower and you get kind of in that evaporative cooling under the rain shaft, and you could actually cool that helium off a little bit, shrink it down, and get that balloon to lower a little bit in a more controlled way. But that again is speculation, and that's in some ways just wishful thinking.